Well, hello, it's Mark. What's happened to my. It's all a bit strange. Hang on. If I press. I don't know. Don't know. I've done a bit of something and I've moved something around and now it's not looking right, but never mind. We'll keep it as it is. Just me as a small one. Right, we got loads of people tuning in today. We have got Charlotte tuning in from Thanet in Kent, Nick tuning in from Humberside. Hello, Nick. Dominic Ashford in Kent. We have David in First Claydon in Suffolk. We have Dan tuning in from 5th Burgess Hill. Hey, Dan, how you doing? Ian across the pond in First Winona in Ontario in Canada. Colin is here. Good to see you. Some familiar faces. Colin, the regulars are still here from our lockdown days. And tuning in from the Forest and Dean. I'm good. Thank you very much. We have got Phoenix tuning in from First Sticker in Mid Cornwall. Nice. Dan tuning in from Essex. Hey, Colin, good times ahead. Yeah. And John sneaking in from First Naunton on Tees. Hello. Hope you're all doing well. It is a brand new month, 4th of November. Where's the year gone? It has flown past. I can't believe it's kind of coming. I don't want to be depressing, but it's kind of coming to the end of the year, isn't it? Very, very short. It's just around the corner. It'll be Christmas before we know it, but hey ho, never mind. I hope that everyone is all good. I had last week one of those weeks that you don't want to talk about. You know, it was half term, but I was still at work. But it was one of those weeks where everything decided not to go right. It was just a week from, you know, when you just think, anything else, throw it at me. And then I went to go and do a family day on Sunday. My car didn't even click. Nothing was turning over. Battery's gone. That cost a fortune. You just think, you know what? Hey ho. Just write it off, Mark. Write it off. It's just been, but it's a new week. It's a new beginning. It's a new month. That's how we're starting. So it's going to be positive. It's going to be a good month. James, hi, Mark. I have stepped down from my role. Need a break. I'm really sorry to hear that, James. I hope you're all okay. Nothing too drastic. Joe, not Scout affiliated, but find your content interesting. Thank you very much, Joe. Be interesting. Why you find it interesting if you're not in scouting? But some of the things that I do, you can implement in other youth groups. So if you're doing a church group, or even if you're doing Boys Brigade or something like that, some of the stuff we talk about here, you can take away and use in other youth capacity, I guess. Nick, who's ready for Christmas? Oh man, don't you know? So I work not far from Oxford Street, and the lights have been up there since beginning of October. So it's been a long time, and I think they get switched on next week. So Christmas has already started for me, but it's too early, isn't it? It's too early. I'm in Boys Brigade. Oh, nice. Joe, I did a vlog a while ago about the difference between Scouts and Boys Brigade. Check that one out. I think it was last month, if not the month before. Just have a look. Right. Lots of people saying, Dan, I had a rubbish week too. Broke tooth on Sunday. Problems with one of my cars on Monday. Got it back today. Good friend suddenly died Tuesday. And got home from a sleepover Saturday morning to find water coming in through the kitchen sink. Oh, man, Dan, I'm sorry to hear about all that rubbish, and in particular your friend. So my thoughts are with you, my friend. It's tough, but never give up, as they say. John just got given 3 Mafeking newspapers dated 900. Nice, very good, very good. They don't wait until after bonfire, mate. The Christmas lights are before bonfire night. They've been up for ages. Slapati, yeah. Bonfire night. Blah! We have, you know, like Valentine's Day, Easter eggs are out. After Easter egg, Christmas wrapping paper are out already. Yeah, so hey ho. You might be thinking, where's Max? Max will be here. That's that side. No, that side. I don't know. He'll be here in a short while. He's just got a few things that's overrunning. But he'll be here. He will be here. There's lots of people that my scouts are ill. And my daughter said there was a lot of her friends in her class that were off poorly as well. So hey. So you've got all your presents then? No, mate. All my presents are done online. I don't go physical shopping. I hate shopping. Absolutely hate it. Absolutely detest shopping. Anyway. Right. Let's see what's happening in the Scout news. Then when Max comes, we will play our question of the week. But I always have a look. Shops never wait until after the bonfire. I've seen shops stocking Christmas stuff at the end of August, start of September. Absolutely, Dominic. It's what they do up here in London. Actually, let's talk about what's happening at Scouts tonight. So we had our camp pre half term last week. There was no week off for me. I was here with Scott, fellow Scout leader. We were drying out all the tents. So last week we came and we put them all away, packed them all away, and stuff like that. This week I'm at physically at Scouts, but I'm taking some time out. Got some new volunteers that I've got to do some paperwork with and sit down and talk to them and stuff like that. So I'm not running Beaver Scouts tonight. The other Scout leaders will be there, and they're doing fireworks tonight. So that'll be fun. Gonna get some complaints from the neighbors, but hey. Ian, well, no bonfire night here, but Costco and Home Depot are all Christmas decor. Oh, it just starts too early, Christmas. We're not going to talk about Christmas in this on this stream. It's too early. End of November, we'll do it. But no, it's far too early. So yeah, this week at Scouts, they're out in the garden. They're doing some bonfires and some going to come back and then make edible bonfires, apparently. That's what they're doing. And I'll be up here in my little Scout office doing paperwork with this new volunteer. So exciting times ahead. Just wanted to show you this. I don't know if you've seen this. It's dated October, but I only found it today. I only found a video online. And it's about, wrong button. There we are. It's about the Chief Scouts Unsung Heroes in 2024. Now, this was a thing that Bear Grylls invented a few years ago. He wanted to give something back to the young people and kind of go, well done for doing what you're doing. So that's where this has come from. So I'm really glad that Dwayne is going to be continuing this kind of Chief Scout Unsung Heroes. They're looking for 20 young people who have gone above and beyond. They should be aged between 4 and 24. And each will get to spend 250 smackers to spend how they want to. We have got to get nominations by the 31st of January 2025. So if you think someone's done an amazing job, nominate them for a Chief Scout Unsung Hero in 2024. Now, I don't know if you saw this in the press this week, but Bear Grylls Adventures is closing down in December, end of the year. It is going, the one in the NEC. So where they're going to host it, I don't know, because normally the Chief Scout Unsung Heroes is taken up to Bear Grylls Adventures in Birmingham in the NEC. So I don't know where they're going to host it, probably in Gilwell or something like that. But we shall see. Let's just go back to some people. John is doing some firelighting this week. Awesome. We did it. We did some really cool firelighting and axe and saw work at camp just before half term. So that's quite cool. No Christmas until after my birthday. Absolutely, I agree. James, my depression is splitting up and winding me up. I need some break for an hour. Oh man, take care, my friend. I am working on setting up a new network unit in our district due to launch in the new year. Lots of interest already, but it's all new to me. Any advice? Sam, drop me an email because I can put you in touch with someone. My email is mark@bigmanwoods.co.uk because the network where I am in West London has recently been kind of launched. It kind of took a quiet period for a while, but it's back up and running, and I can put you in touch with the people who set it up and tell you what they get up to and stuff like that. So if you drop me an email, Sam, I'll send you the details of the person who is running our network here, doing an amazing job. David's asking who is parading on Sunday. Well, yes, that'll be me. I will be parading on Sunday, but I'm doing something different. I am not. I'm not joining the community one. Normally, we go up to the town up there, and there's all the be squirrels, beavers, Cub Scouts, explorers, network, the army, and the Gurkhas and Girl Guiding. They are all there. But I have been invited along. Max, I don't know what I've done. I've changed the settings of these cameras. Are you able to play around and see what I've done? I'll be all right, something like that. I've been invited to somewhere locally that has a Scout memorial plaque. It's in one of the parks, and it's dedicated for Scouts who served during the war. So there's only one group that go to that service. All the rest of us go to the main one in the town, but they've invited us along, so we'll be going there. Max, welcome. Hello. Yep. We will catch up with, find out why you're late, blah, blah, blah. But what's happening this Sunday? Are you parading as well?
Yes, certainly am. Yeah, we've the whole district are, and as everyone else is, smartly dressed, have my poppies ready. So that's good.
I purchased yesterday on Sunday a wooden cross. But this year, I don't know if you can see. Let me just see. I don't know if you can see that.
Is it printed on or stuck on?
This is printed on, Max. This is printed on. Normally, the ones in the years before has been a bit of a papery kind of poppy, but this one is printed on. That's why I'm putting it kind of that printed on. So that's quite cool. So if you've seen some of those in town, you should grab one of those. Ian is parading at the Cenotaph in Canada. That's awesome. John is having a service at the local children's group in Norton with veterans attending. That's cool. Nick, I'm having a couple of weeks away as a chest infection. Seems to be a lot of flu or similar. Yeah, mate, I can tell you there's a lot of nasty bugs going around at the moment. And Ian, we have a veteran warrant officer attending Cubs meeting. That's cool. And just talk about what they did and what they got up to in their knowledge and experience and stories and stuff. That's it. That's also good. Colin is with someone in my district at the Burr Memorial. Awesome. That is good. Max, we are just talking about what we're getting up to at Scouts this week. I'm just talking about that. I'm not at Scouts this week, another week. I'm up here in my office with the volunteers that I met a few weeks ago, doing all the paperwork and showing them some training and stuff. But my Scout leaders are out doing some fireworks, and then they come in and do an edible campfire. What are you doing?
We're doing some topology this week. So, no, actually, no, we're not. We're doing, what's next week? Group bonfire this week.
Don't get the wrong place.
Yeah. So, group bonfire this week. Interestingly, the other week I was discussing it, and someone from Suffolk was saying that they had these bonfire parades. And I've been looking them up, and impressive stuff.
With carrying the flames and torches and stuff. Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
They do look good. They do look really good.
Yeah, some whiz bangs. Unfortunately, having pets at home, my dog is not. She's okay, but she's, and I've seen one recently where a dog on the local estate bolted due to large bangs and things. So, yeah, we seem to extend it out, don't we?
And start early, and then other festivals involved, and then we start.
Yeah,
we're sounding like an old moany couple.
Oh, there we go.
Good one of there. Right. What's happening here?
For Bonfire Society, if you're interested in parades.
Oh,
I'll have a look at Bonfire Society.
Max is on the case. I know that he's going to probably sign up. Yeah. Right. So today I posted the question. What is one skill you believe every Scout should learn, and why? Now, I didn't answer this question. Sometimes I post my view. Sometimes I post Max's point of cross on the question, but I didn't. I just asked you guys the question. Max, really briefly, in a tweet, what's that, 180 characters, I think it is. Maybe they've extended now. What is that one skill you think every scout should learn?
It's a hard one because there's lots of skills that I think the scout should learn. If I was going to go for one, I don't know. I would say knots.
Okay.
I would say
Knots?
knots. From tying your shoelace to
It's an everyday skill, isn't it? Everyday skill.
yeah.
My skill is probably pretty obvious. I've been banging on this for years and years and years. First aid is a big thing of mine. It's a big passion, and I've been talking about this many vlogs. During lockdown, we talked about this. I truly believe that first aid should be taught in schools, and it should be like just as important as maths and history and English, that kind of thing. So, so for me, I would say first aid is a real big skill that I think every scout should learn. Interesting. Joe is saying public speaking is a key skill. He thinks so. Nice. Oh, that's one that hasn't come up on this one, Max. Sign language.
That's a good one.
So I don't know, Max, if you know a fellow Bush Scouter by the name of why is his surname just gone out of my head? Craig. No, surname's gone out. He's a fellow Bush Scouter, bushcrafter. He's a scout leader as well. And unfortunately, he had Lyme's disease. And he got really, really ill with Lyme disease and lost his speech. He was on the news, his walking. It's gradually coming back, but unfortunately, oh, that's it. Thank you, Colin. Fornham.
Yes. Yeah. I saw that.
And I saw this week that he and his wife have been learning sign language, and they've got level 1, past it, because unfortunately his hearing is really deteriorating quicker than they was expecting. So he decided that him and his wife, they still need to communicate. They didn't want to leave it till the last moment, so they have learned sign language. And I thought, actually, that's a really good skill to learn. Ian, I would say cooking and cleaning up, useful at camp, post-secondary. Yeah, after school and uni. I mean, it's a basic skill that they don't teach in schools anymore. They do teach a lot of cooking still in school. I know that because that's what my wife's main kind of job in the secondary school is food. So she does do a lot of cooking. Maybe in Canada, I don't know. But from my experience, from my school and what my kids are doing at their school, and also what my wife's teaching at her school, cooking is still a big thing. Dan is saying, I think having a good interacting skills and teaching them to be kind. I think that's just basic, isn't it? That's basic characters.
It's good character skill, isn't it?
Absolutely. Let's just jump on. So some screenshots that I got during the day. Ed is saying leadership and cooking. Fantastic. Bill is saying communication. And Ben, self-reliance. Any thoughts on those, Max?
Yeah, well, self-reliance kind of covers a bit of the cooking and cleaning and stuff because you've got to be independent, haven't you? You've got to be able to.
Yep.
It's a bit like going to university or something like that. Some people.
You've got to learn those basic skills. Yep.
No.
Lee is saying being a friend to other people. We've got Mark, the value of money and managing a budget. Absolutely. Well, they do kind of money badge in Cubs, don't they? I don't know why they don't do it in Scouts, but Roger's saying it's okay not to be okay. Mental health awareness as part of first aid training. Yes, so mental health is a real big push about that. Adam again, yep, saying to me first aid as well. We got agree with first aid. Peter saying how to prep and cook meals. Steve was working as part of a team. That's really important because when I left school age 16, I went straight to the hospital. So I was leaving my mates in kind of July after GCSEs in September. I was working with adults and I had no idea how you interact with adults. So that'd be quite cool, working as a team and learning those things. Neil, yep, has to be first aid, 100%. Carl, to seek knowledge. Matt, the ability to failure. Bless you, sir.
Thank you.
Matt saying the ability to accept failure and try again. Yeah, that kind of motto of never give up. First aid again. Jonathan was talking about traditional scouting, such as campfire leading, navigation, knots, bushcraft skill. All those skills have been lost in modern society, including leaders. That is kind of why Bush Scout was kind of set up as well. Yeah, and then I said, actually, Jonathan, you can have one of those skills, and he said, what did he say? Okay, I shall say bushcraft is the skill that you should do. Mid lane is making tea. Now that is a very good skill to making a proper good cup of tea. And over on YouTube, Billy is saying how to build up a child's confidence in themselves is the single most important thing you can do for them, and is the key to unlock everything else that you do, is building confidence.
Yeah.
Good skills.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a cracking list.
And there's probably more. This is just me trying to grab a quick screenshot. And then once you get more people comment and more people comment. But if you're interested, pop back over on Facebook. Any other ideas, Max, you would like to chip in?
Oh, I mean, there's loads, isn't there? If you're doing public speaking, then do the media relations badge. That's always good fun. Getting scouts to pretend they're on radio and TV.
Yeah.
Just use a mobile as a kind of studio.
Yeah.
That's good. But I think, this is where the program comes in, because it gives a well-rounded set of badges and skills for people to aim for.
Yeah.
And builds up those life skills, because it's skills for life, isn't it? That's what that's what it's all about.
Skills for life.
Give young people the opportunity. So yeah, absolutely. But no, some cracking suggestions there. I don't think you can pick a winner. I think it's down to personal preference and personal needs as to what somebody needs as their priority skill to learn.
Yeah. And I think all that is all part of the scouting program, isn't it? Whether you join in Beavers, Cubs, Scouts, Explorers, go on to network, all those skills you're kind of learning, even from such a young age as squirrels and beavers, just interacting with young people. How do you interact with your teammates? You can't just snatch things off it, and you've got to learn how to interact with people who aren't just your friends, or they might have different characters and stuff. So, like you say, it's kind of skills for life, isn't it? Ian is just chipping in all great answers, and hopefully after a few years of all these have all been touched on. Yeah, absolutely. There's some really good good points there. Right, Max, have you seen the latest news on the Scout store? Have you seen some of them new bits?
No, I haven't.
All right.
Well, I'm sure you guys should just enlighten me.
As always, I just try and jump on just online just before we get going and see what's around. Now, Max, if you are after a new hat, I bought all the leaders for the camp we just did. It was quite cold camp. I bought every single leader a beanie. Wow, those beanies are amazing. They're so warm. They're not cheap. We got so hot, we were all taking our hats off. So if you are looking for a new beanie, those are really cool. But one thing, Max, that drew my attention today is this new badge. Carbon monoxide awareness blanket badge. Now, I have been banging on about this for years and years and years and years. I did a vlog about it. I did a blog about it. I did a vlog a couple of weeks ago when I was sent a link to a YouTuber who was cooking inside his tent. He was, oh, don't worry, the tent's open, whatever. So I did this whole big thing about carbon monoxide. And now the Scouts have produced their own badge about this.
And this is good.
It's good, but I'm just not sure about this badge, the design of the badge. I don't know. There's just something I'm not sure.
Yeah. It's an interesting one. I think, everyone should use carbon monoxide detectors.
Yep, 100%.
I had one go off in the house, so I evacuated the house and called for help.
Yeah.
They came around, did all the tests. They had all this equipment and did all the tests. It just appeared actually to be a faulty alarm.
Oh, that's
You just can't. The guy said it's fine. I've just got to cap your gas off, so you got no gas tonight. But get your appliances checked and you're done. But it's better to be safe than sorry with this stuff. It is a silent killer, and it is a nasty one. I'm not quite sure about the badge. I think there's lots of things that deserve that kind of attention. I'm a big advocate of Lyme disease, as you mentioned earlier, and getting people to be tick aware and check. There's more of that coming around.
Another idea about, do you add the tick remover inside your first aid kit? And there's a whole lot of other stuff. But we can talk about the new year when it warms up and it's kind of.
I've gone for a couple of the.
Yes. Now, one, Max, I did see today. Actually, I saw it yesterday.
You can talk about Christmas, can't you?
No.
But I got to say, the two badges that I think are really, really good and something we don't do much of.
Yeah.
Were these two. The Morse code ones.
Yep.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
We don't do enough of that stuff. It's still used today, quite wide and a lot. It'd be great to see some sign language kind of ones, maybe. With some of the basic key sign language, hello, and those kind of things that people could learn. But I found those two useful.
I did like these ones that I saw earlier on. The T-Rex.
Oh,
I like that one.
Are you just saying this because you got all your badges sewn onto your blanket now by somebody else?
Yeah. I did, but
reflection.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try my very best to stay on top of badges and start sewing them on. But I also kind of like that Advent calendar one as well. Got some cool stuff coming out. And of course they've got the Christmas tree there, Paracord Christmas tree. They've got the DIY wreath and the candy cane. So that's quite cool. Something to do with your group. It'll be quite fun as a little experiment. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Fantastic. Yeah. Right, Max. Well, unfortunately, as ever, 7 o'clock. We always run out of time. Oh. All right, don't get too excited. Don't get too excited. But we will be back because it's half term. We had like holiday, and then half term was last week. Some of the people that I know, it's half term this week as well. It's all up in the air. But it's all fun. Just going back through one other comment. Sam, don't forget, drop me an email. And I can pass you on to the new network that's been set up in my district. They've been going for a few months. So Sam, drop me an email and I'll be able to help you kind of find out how they do it or whatever. And that'll be great because I don't know much about network, and I'm pretty sure Max is probably in the same boat as me with network. No. We know it exists, but what do they do? Go to the pub and drink, go to the bowling. I don't know what they do. But yeah, Sam, drop me an email. It will be great. Okay, guys, that is done for another week. Unless Max wants to say anything.
No. No. It's all good.
Fantastic.
Thanks for joining all.
Beautiful. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Hopefully Max will be on time.
Yeah, sorry. Tardiness.
All right. Adios.
Cheers, everyone. Bye.